in a day and age where we can't go a single day without our computers, phones, or any electronic device for that matter, we encounter a ton of video games. Whether FPSs, RPGs, single players, you name it. We encounter a ton of video games. Now, I myself have played a lot of video games and have quit because I've noticed 5 things in video games that childified me and have certainly childified men around the world. Now, the first thing I'll be talking about is how video games soften you. And how it does this is that it puts on artificial goals for you to complete. Now, let's say you're playing Rainbow Six Siege, right? And you've just started. Let's say you're at this level. At here, right? Champion, which is the highest rank in the game, is about here, let's say. For you to get to here, you have to obviously work hard, be disciplined. Once you get there, yes, it's an awesome feeling. It's amazing. Flowers, flowers, flowers. But you get there and what? You've gotten the highest rank in the game. Congratulations. Now what are you gonna do? Now what's your purpose? Right? It sets artificial goals, and yes, it gives you a source of validation, a source of purpose, temporary purpose, that is, and a source of respect amongst other Rainbow Six Siege players. But in real life, you don't have that respect. You don't have that same respect in real life. People don't respect you as much. People don't see you as a valuable man. They see you as a video game addict. But Rainbow Six Siege players, people that only play this game will respect you for your high rank. But the people in here, the normal people, won't be thinking that way. Now, number 2 is the fun aspect of playing video games. Now, what do I mean by fun? With fun in quotations. Let's say you're playing with your friends, right? You're having a great time, you're laughing. It's an amazing time. But that's rarely 1%. Or, you know what, let's round it up a little bit. 10%. 10% of the time, you're having fun with your friends. The 90%, I fucking bet you, 90% of the time that you're playing video games, you're just sitting like this. What's so fun about that? What is so fun about... I just don't understand. Now, this took me a while to realize. This took me fairly long while to realize. Yes, I knew the bad things about video games, but even up to, I'd say 3 weeks ago, I was still playing video games because I didn't truly realize how detrimental it was to me and how boring it actually was. Because I was just thinking to myself, 90% of the time, I'm just mad or just lifeless. Just lifeless, staring into my screen. And there's just no fun in this. There's no fun in this. Now, the third thing I'll be talking about in this video is the purpose behind playing video games. And mainly, for me, and I can guarantee for my viewers and other people around the world, 90% of people around the world, they play video games to to disconnect from the outer world. When they come back from school, they're getting bullied for being either too skinny or too fucking fat. I mean, the chair they're sitting on, they're almost about to break. And they've got shit mental health, poor sleep, just a god-awful diet. They're not religious at all. Every aspect of their life is going bad. But all the happy vibes, all the good shit in their life is inside this video game. And what they do is they just disconnect from the outer world and connect into this virtual world, this virtual useless world where, let's be honest, just shit people give you respect. Whereas in real life, if you actually build yourself up, stick to good habits, be religious, have a good diet, good sleep, and be consistent with that, actual valuable and good people will start to respect you. Your parents will start to be proud of you instead of disappointed at you for playing video games for 6 fucking hours. They won't be disappointed in you when you're actively working on yourself. But when you're just sitting on your computer for 6 hours playing Fortnite and just sitting there like this, and getting mad most of the time, well, no shit, they're disappointed at you. You're not doing anything with your life. Now, quick actionable step before we get on to the final points. Drink some water. Hydration is important. Now, the final point I'll be talking about in today's video is the colorful aspect of playing video games. Now, this is something I've never heard or never been talked about by the big self-improvement YouTubers like Hamza, Iman Gadzhi, or even Andrew Tate himself. Now, what do I mean by the colorful aspect? Obviously, you know that video games are very colorful. It's just so bright and so colorful. A game like Red Dead Redemption 2. Beautifully colored, beautiful. But how does this colorful aspect actually childify us? I saw a video recently, a YouTube short, where it asked this question: why did our childhood feel so fun and colorful whilst our adulthood, or when we grow up, it feels so stale and colorless and dull and even boring? This is because our sense of color over time, or our heightenedness of color, diminishes. Meaning that colors are not as bright as they used to be. And with video games, it brings back that heightened color that we used to feel and see as when we were children, which is why they're so appealing to the general audience, especially children. I mean, you think of a video game like Fortnite and its colorful aspects, you could say. It's just full of colors. Full of colors. I'm gonna be honest here. I got addicted to Fortnite maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And even up to a month ago. Like, I was fully addicted, playing every single day. And I was telling myself, oh, it's with my friends. I was just making excuses to play the video game. And what I heavily noticed were the crazy amount of colors. It was just insane. And this colorful aspect of Fortnite is what got me hooked initially. It's what made me play it once again. And this is a point I never see being talked about. And I've not really realized it until now, until writing the script and researching for this video, that the reason most people get addicted to video games is because of this colorful aspect, and it is the most important point of this video. Now, obviously, before I end this video, I want you to take an actionable step. Think about what you're playing, and think about why you're playing said thing. And then link it to the thought you have in your mind or the trigger that makes you play the video games. Now, as always, I love you, I support you, and don't forget, always be unhappy because of your constant happiness. I just said that wrong, but we are gonna go with it. Not just joking. We obviously have to be happy because of our constant unhappiness. Now get the fuck out of here.